Hello, welcome to Wildcraft. So this is my little sifting station for the dock, and then I've got my grinder here. So I'll just go talk you through the process. These are for making besom brooms, so these are the de-seeded ones. And then I've got my little hand mill there, and then this is some I made earlier. So we're making dock flour. Finally getting round. This is some that has been sifted, so this needs to go in the mill, but I'll get Steve to film the process. So it goes like this. I'll only do it with a couple. See, there is bits of grass and stuff like that, but it won't go through this thing. So that. So I'll get the seeds off, easy peasy, get the seeds off, right, and then bundle them up, and then when you make a bunch of them, big bunch, you can just get one of them ash poles up there, sharpen it, and then, well, lash that up first. So that's your brooms. You can make big and small ones. And then, what I've been doing is, it still gets some of these leaves in and stuff like that, so, to separate the leaves and the bits of grass, I have done tests with these dot seeds in jars of water and left them out for different periods and humidities, and they just keep. Like if you see them on the stalk in the winter, they'll just last for all winter and not get mould on them, not get eaten by bugs and stuff like that. You can dehusk them, but it's a bit of a faff. But I suppose I'll just get a handful of the powder before that. I suppose, let's see, with this wind, there you go, you see it coming up, or the wind, there you go, so that's how you keep it up. So you could get a fan and get that going so it's continuous and you're not having to wait for the wind, but this has got holes in there, so I was going to cut the bottom off a box and put chicken wire. Just a couple of different layers like that, but this seems to be working, so you will see, I just dump that in there, and this is what I've done underneath here, and it's a bit of an ab workout, like this, and it doesn't take that long really, but this shaking motion, all of the leaves come up to the top, and the small bits will eventually go through the little holes, and the bits that I shaped out there, that was I don't know, only a couple of minutes work, so a bit of exercise in there, and then to bundle this up, I've got all that into the thing, and then look, all the leaves have come up to the top, so that's easy to pick off now. I'll just put that to one side there. Right, so get the yellow tub. Get that. This is just all of what would have gone in the compost. Fill that up a bit. Right, to the mill. To the mill. Right. There we go. Right, you can put it through a couple of times, but here we go. Let's go. You want to get it coming out from this angle. There we go. So you see that coming out now. So this is the kind of a slow thing, but we could probably get an electric sort of a pillar drill turned on to get that going. A water wheel on that would be perfect, wouldn't it? Rigged up to a river with a little table or something, and then we just have to jar this goodness up, and then that can be for bread and brownies. You'll mix a bit of normal flour in, but look at that, oh, how fine it is, and then you could, like, you know, separate the husk. But you can leave the husk in, that's just a little bit of extra fibre. Get your bells moving in the morning. So, we'll be doing a bit of wild fermentation today. Look at all the grapes. They're all ripe now. So Steve's just collecting some, and then I'll show you where the yeast is. There we go, that bloom, that white stuff, that's the yeast. So this is yeast allotment 2021. The yeast that's in the air that collects on the skin of the berries, and then you add sugar, which is the food, and then it poops out alcohol. So we're going to be using the jar that we've got a very active, it's about a month old, this wild ferment off the grapes as well, and different bits of fruit in the allotment. And we're going to start off another one today with that. So Steve's just come back with some grapes, and we're going to go to the shed in a minute. But I've just now packed up that. I'm going to use the seeds here that left over and collect some off the sides, but I've got a full big tub of the dock seed now, so that just needs milling up. So we will go, I'll see you in the shed. So this is the wild fermentation station. Oh, that's what I heard. So this is, I'm just gonna strain this now. I've got some strainer bags, and I'm gonna use the pulp, I don't know whether I'll want to use all of it, but like a quarter of that pulp, and that'll get that going super fast, and no chance of anything else getting in. But I'm going to save this syrup, and I'm going to try and save some of this sediment as well for making the Heather Magic Wand sticks. So I'll cut back when Steve's got his hands in there. But this is the cauldron. I have like another one of these, so it's like a shelved oven when we're cooking, but just going to strain it into this. This is the process, just putting it in. We'll put a kilogram of sugar there. To make the syrup, it's equal parts sugar and equal parts fruit, or whatever you're making the syrup of. That's just like to guarantee like a starting ferment, but we've put a lot more fruit in to sugar ratio. The rule of thumb for making booze: half a bag of sugar, 500 grams, makes 4 litres of booze. So a kilogram plus the sugar from the fruit, I'd make 8 litres, and then we'll get another 2 extra demijohns out of this. Steve can add a little bit of, you can try different sugar sources like brown sugar, like that fancy Muscovado, that soft stuff. But I am just going to strain this. So are you alright to record me now, just tipping this in? It's a simple, well, I'll pull it out by hand, because this, I'm going to use this fruit pulp to start off Steve's ferment. So this it'll go super fast. This is you know, populated by all the wild yeast from all different fruit from out the allotment. So I'll just get it, give it a wipe up after. But alright, so let's see a gooseberry there. Gooseberries turn red when they're ripe. I don't know whether it's just that variety, but it was really sweet instead of tangy like I've had gooseberries in the past. Alright, so save that sediment now. Take this off. Just one sec. I might as well yeah, I'll put a bit more in there. That's sediment there. I'm gonna maybe evaporate that off. But the best thing to do, we've got the tripod there that we're using for the fire thing at the back. So we'll put the tripod over there and just have that dripping out, or we can squeeze it out. That'd be a good way to get it going. There we go. And then if we're doing jam or something, you can hang the bag up and just leave it to drip with gravity, right? Like this. So you have to turn it on its side so it's at the corner like that. There we go. And tie that up, and then you can tie a rope and then you don't have to wait there and squeeze and stuff. Just had a little taste tester, and this, it smells alcoholic as out, but it's quite sweet. So this is the strained syrup now. This is the new batch. So look, we've got all that syrup, and now we've started off a new batch. So this is going to be Steve's culture that will be looking after like a little pet. Just adding ingredients and diluting, like adding other stuff and adding water, feeding it with sugar, and this is the start of Steve's wild fermentation experiment. So, oh yeah, I'll just show you what's out here. I'm not going to record this, but this is just the nettles for the nettle seed. I'm in a perfect place here now to show you the difference. We collect the female seeds. This is really good for energy, and it's got all of the stuff that the seed needs to just like burst with life out of the soil. So if you eat it, that's what it'll give you. So we're gonna go on a walk in a minute to go and recce this area. So on the way, 2 target species today. The thistledown over there for making paper, and we're gonna get go to an art studio and make some art and craft supply friends, and try and get some stuff in the shops there and make paper with the thistledown, fancy paper. And I'll just show you quickly how to differentiate the female seeds. You see, these are like more flattened out little discs, and these are the male pollen sacs. Now they're really heavy. You see like the balls them, and they do stick up like that when they're not so full up with pollen, but you don't collect them, you collect the pressed out, not bally ones. You see there. Right, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace!